Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. And this is quite a week. First of all, we have been released from Mercury retrograde jail. Today at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Mercury went direct. So for the next 3 months, we can take everything we reviewed, we looked at, we researched, and we can move forward with it. So not only did Mercury, the intellect, communication, plans, go forward today, but the planet Venus, which is the planet of value, especially self-value, the planet of balance, the planet of relationships, Venus was together, we call it conjunct the planet Saturn. So the ideas and the thoughts that you had that Mercury was dealing with over the last 3 weeks when it was retrograde, it's now going forward, and it's going forward with the planet Venus and the planet Saturn, the planet of responsibility, planet of structure. So what your values are, that's Venus, you can now structure and you can make plans, that's Mercury, to move forward and create something of great value for you and for others. It's a really fantastic time to move forward. We have experienced a lot in the last few months, and certainly in the last few weeks of Mercury retrograde. And so please remember, because Venus is involved, Mercury is involved, and Saturn is involved. Remember this quote, I am one. No, sorry, I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. With Venus together with Saturn, if you take your values, Venus, and you place them in a structure, that's Saturn, then you can win. You can do more than survive. You can win against all odds. There are more of us than there are of them. Venus, people coming together. There are more of us than there are of them. So then, the next big day is Saturday. And on Saturday, April 12th, 2 huge things happen. One, the planet Venus, now I mentioned her before, goes direct. Yes, she too is retrograde. So Mercury and Venus were retrograde at the same time. And that gave us a chance to really look at, go within, think about, and feel what our value is and the best way to use that value in the world. Now that Mercury has gone direct as of today, by Saturday, Venus will go direct. And we're just going to be moving forward with what we know is of value and what we know we must do to make what is of value to us solid and firm. That's the Saturn part. So what it is you had a chance to take a look at what was of value to you and to actually put that into action. And when you put what is of value to you into action, you get phenomenal results. Also on April 12th, on Saturday, we have the full moon in Libra. That means that the sun will be in Aries, and opposite that Aries sun is the Libra moon. And that is a phenomenal experience. Aries is the great go-getter, and Libra is the great negotiator. So this is a chance to go out, to explore, to roam, to conquer those things that have bested you before. This is a time to look at those and negotiate with yourself and your surroundings, to negotiate with yourself and your adversaries. But above all, stay in the game. Negotiate, stay in the game. And this full moon will give us a chance to really take a look at what's of value, because even though Libra is a sign, Libra also has something to do with Venus. So all 3 days that something will be 2 days that something will be happening this week, all 3 occurrences, Venus is involved because the planet Venus rules the sign Libra. So we have an opportunity to really work on, think about and to retool and to go forward with what is of value to us. This full moon is going to be very, very active. It's a karmic full moon. And what that means is by taking action that supports ourselves, taking action that supports those around us, we are clearing old karma, the old karma where we just sat and watched, where we didn't do what we could have done or what would have been a benefit to do. We can shift and change all of that, and a huge weight can be lifted from your shoulders. So our connections with others and our connections with ourselves, very important this week. And it will continue. It doesn't just end with the week. It will continue. So, of course, it being a full moon, moon water. So get yourself a cup, a vessel of some kind. And let's see if I have it. I do. Here's my moon water cup, complete with my lipstick, moon water. And you can order these from me. Just go to my website, SheilaHite.com. You can order those if you'd like. So set a cup or some sort of vessel, fill it with water, set it where it'll get the rays of the moon. Even if you don't have a window where the rays of the moon would come in, the moon's rays can go through the wall, set it there. There are some people who live in country settings and they like to set their vessel outside. Great. The only thing you have to do, no matter where you place the vessel, is cover it because you don't want critters swimming it. So once you have the moon water all set, I like to start about 3 days before the full moon. And then, so the water is there 3 days before, it's gathering the strength because that's how the full moon and the new moon work. 3 days before, it starts gathering strength. The day of the full moon or the new moon, the strength, it peaks. And then the release, the following 3 days, there's a release. And I like to have my moon water bring in all of that energy. So on the 7th day, you can start drinking it, sipping it, using it for your plants, using it for cooking, pour a little bit in your bath water. It's great stuff. It's energized. And this particular full moon is energized with both Mars, because that rules Aries, how we get things done, let's go, and Venus, value. Yes, why we would get things going, why we would do things, what it means to us. So on that note, I will say good evening. I'll see you next week. And remember, as John Lewis said, do the necessary thing and make good trouble. So lots of joy to you. Bye.